They're coming! They're coming! Call for reinforcements! Vacla's troops are storming the sky ramp!
Hell yeah, we are. Oh shit. She has more followers than I assumed.
I'll have some men keep the royalists in the barracks pinned down. The palace is the main objective. The men inside aren't important.
Oh, that was the guy that... Wait, I could have sworn I killed him. But then again, a lot of these guys look the same, so... Ooh, there's a workbench here. Thank you. Definitely need that. Okay. Upgrade. I want to upgrade my armor. It's the stealth. Ugh. Actually, that might be the best one, honestly. Immunity to attribute damage? What's the fuck is attribute damage? I mean, that's the best one, I guess. Ooh, yes, I like that. Ooh, I like this too. We don't have an energy cell? Okay. Are those my people, or...?
Attack them, men! Don't let them take the turret!
Oh, yeah.
The palace has been breached. I repeat, the palace has been...
Let's take out some of the Queen's ships. Help our men out some more. How am I missing? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I shouldn't be missing like that. I was leading my shots pretty well. Okay, so let's get that. Skills. Feats. Honestly, let's get push. Because we have pretty much every ability we want, so go force push now.
The Royalists have been preparing the defense of the sky ramp for some time. There are mines, turrets, and worse up ahead. If you clear the way, we will follow.
They're gonna overrun our position. Send in the droid reinforcements. We need them now.
Overloaded that power conductor. We can't do anything about it here. The palace has already locked down all secondary computer systems on the sky ramp. We'll find their slicer in the
Palace and
Someone get the force shield back online! Get it up now! It's too late. He's unstoppable! Run! Run!
Let's do that.
What is it?
Skills. Alright, let's get into the palace.
I just sent a message to the men to secure the sky ramp. Command has already broken into the palace grounds. By the time we get to the palace, they'll be inside. Colonel Tobin will meet us there. General Vaklu is fighting the Sith. Men, attack the Sith. Protect the General.
Okay, so we gotta fight Queen Talia and the Sith.
The plan seems to be working. The Sith and their forces went to the north, but the beasts turned on the Sith and us. It is chaos behind me. In order to get to the throne room, we'll have to open the security door. There are security terminals to the north and south. Both terminals need to be deactivated to open the way to the throne room, which means you'll have to deal with the Sith to the north and Talia's royal guard to the south. My officer will catch up to you once you've secured one of the terminals. He can escort you back here quickly if you desire.
Any idea where the enemy Slicer might be?
Yes. He's caused a lot of problems. He'll be at one of the security terminals.
Probably the
If you
one to the
find
south.
him, make his end painful.
Oh, I will. Let's go this way first. Wait, hold on. I can use beast control.
Why did the beast turn on us, Master?
Be silent. It's the moon. The Duxan moon. Vaklu has indeed betrayed us. First we kill the beasts, then the royalists, and then Vaklu dies.
Poisoned.
Get us out of here.
Poisoned.
My gas is still going on. And of course, the slicers on the other end. Where's the terminal? Go.
Shall I take you back to Colonel Tobin now?
Yes.
Follow me.
Captain, the dining room is almost secure. They don't have...
Another wave of them has already arrived, Corporal. Everyone, hold your lines. A Sith is with them. Throw everything you've got at them.
I will silence this one.
You! Slicer! You said you could stop him!
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone.
Everyone, we have to stop the Sith here. The fate of Isis depends on it.
You mean your fate? We'll live and prosper even more without you.
Power up the droids. We must stop the Jedi they have with them. We have no more droids left. We threw everything we had at General Vaklu outside the palace. You ordered it, sir. So I did. Barricade the doors. Make the Jedi pay for every inch. If we fall, Talia is dead.
You're gonna fall right here, bud.
You're no Jedi. Your heart is as black as Malak's ever was. But you will not touch this terminal as long as I'm alive. Everyone, attack!
Well, that can be arranged, dude.
Martak fordraga nix, chunda juta. Chunda ducha, watunkus mantarakta danchi fisa cordalis.
Why are you working with Queen Talia?
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chiluma lithpa. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranyeto so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
And the traps? Those didn't get in my way?
Chuta pochuba si. Magtunga tabolya banang yung lumala. King bolya na bastok. E chuta. What a wamamuli rapicho.
Oh, okay. Caused me way too much trouble to be left alive.
Shall I take you back to Colonel Turbin now? Follow me.
Oh, I need to get more water.
Well done. There is just one last obstacle before the throne room. The beast that was used to break through the force field into the throne room lies ahead. No doubt it has slain its Sith handlers and now has a taste for human blood. Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all.
You're gonna get bugged by the beast, dude.
Take care of the guards. Clear the way to the Queen.
Join the battle. Alright. Let's go.
This ends here, Vaklu.
Nope, I'm in your way. My old teacher, we meet again.
So, you've come to us. I had thought coming to Doxon might cause our paths to intersect. And I see that I'm right. But it turns out you were the enemy all along. The connection between these places and you was stronger than I knew. I had heard you were working with Vaklu, but I didn't want to believe it. Why are you sided with him?
In the long run, General Vaklu will be better for Onderon.
But these ends don't justify those means. Some things are a matter of principle. Have you forgotten everything you were taught? So how do we handle this?
I have questions for you.
Don't expect me to be too forthcoming with answers. You've chosen your path. I will not help you along it.
Kreia and I share a bond. If she dies, I die. How can it be broken?
The bond between some masters and their apprentices is well known. But to that degree, I will not act as your guide anymore. If you haven't found your own enlightenment, you probably never will. You had such great potential, and it was all wasted.
I saw holovids where the Jedi Council declared me in exile.
I hope that isn't what set you down this path. We had reasons for our actions. But the answers you seek
That
will
is what
only
set
help
me
you
down
on the
this
road
path.
you've chosen. I'm sorry to the Jedi, student, and friend I once knew. But I don't know who you are.
We're still friends, and I'm still your student, but... Man. I can see you won't answer my questions.
No, I won't.
My goal here isn't to fight you.
If you intend to kill Queen Talia, I will defend her. Your goal may not be to fight me, but this is the consequence of your choices. Let's see what you've learned.
Alright. Love killing you.
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, to try to understand what happened to you. What a fool I was. And now you are no doubt seeking to destroy the Jedi. But the remaining Jedi will gather again very soon. This, at least, you cannot prevent.
Fool, I already know about Telos.
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I don't know what you mean.
You expect me to believe that you and Atris are working independently?
Atris? But I thought she died with the rest on Qatar. You've met other Jedi, I can tell. But you won't find me an easy opponent.
Before I finish you, there's a thing I wish to know.
I will not give you the benefit of my wisdom, Dark One.
It is inevitable that our sabers will cross Kabar, but before that there are things I need to say to my old friend.
Very well. Perhaps my knowledge will sway you from your dark designs. I was one of the only council members who believed in you. Part of me still does. But what do you have to say for yourself?
Why was it so important for you to find me?
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it's leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of these Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile because we didn't know where you'd gone.
I've re-established my connection to the Force.
You always had deep connections to the Force, but such connections can corrupt one's spirit, as has happened with you. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different, but I did not expect you to fall so far.
I need to know why you casted me out of the Order.
What do you expect me to say? You defied the Council, you followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. Apparently, your self-inflicted wounds would not heal. And now that they've festered, you've come looking to the Jedi for vengeance. As if we were somehow responsible for the results of your actions.
I saw the holo recording of the Jedi Council's meeting where you cast... Oh no. The Sith have revealed themselves.
I know that, all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them. And now, here you are.
Enough talk, prepare to die. I'm sorry, Master Kavar. You're the best. Oh. Yo, no shot. No, you can't win, but...
He may appear stronger in the Force than you, but this is merely an illusion granted by a certain mastery of the Force. The powers he uses against you do not directly harm you, but he seeks to weaken and confound you, exploit the weakness of his form by using your own Force powers against him.
Your power is undeniable, but it won't be enough.
You are a fine teacher, Kavar. Even now I learn from you.
What?
The dark side makes learning so easy.
Damn you. You must die. I will not have you teach the others the secrets of the Jedi.
Sorry, Kavar. How'd it be this way?
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Her mastery of the blade has improved, but there is more to leadership than skill with a blade. Jedi, do you want to take care of her?
Yes, I could use the workout.
I will not forget this. Do what you will.
I will not fall easily.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. She's actually pretty tough. Oh.
And now it is done. Her sacrifice was necessary to ensure our future. This could not have happened without you. You will be given everything I promised you. I risked a great deal by asking for your assistance, as did you in helping. Your reward is well earned.
Why did you ask me for help?
Because I had faith in you.
I know who you are. You are the last of the Jedi. Hunted by the Exchange, the Sith, and the Hutt spawn knows who else.
They've thrown everything they have to capture and kill you, but you cannot be stopped. If anyone could save us from our fate, it was you. After we've secured the city, and that will take time, you will always be welcome here. If the Republic hunts you down as a price of your ambition, this place will be a haven to you. I will never forget what you have done this day.
I look forward to working with you again.
As do I, Jedi. As do I. Your shuttle is awaiting you. After the Civil War is taken care of, which will take time, you are welcome back.
Damn, 10,000 credits.
Hey, the gang's back together. I must hear all about your vacation in Onderon.
The political situation I single-handedly ended a war.
You think you're hot stuff, don't you?
We should return to the Ebon now and plot our next course of action.
Just say the word.
And I don't think I'm hot stuff. I know I'm hot stuff. Oh. You need like 3 more feats, dude. Aww. Dickhead. Not dark side enough to go back to Fort Bonnie yet.
Yes? I am that. There is no... Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
Well, the duel without clothes seems, explains it, then just wasn't expecting.
Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well. You may...
What is left of the Jedi has felt what has happened. The death of Master Kavar.
Good, where can I find the last of the Jedi?
You will find what remains in the ruins of the Enclave on Dantooine.
Unless... I will drag the answers from them then.
This matter has come full circle, and there is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. What is left?
You mean Atris?
No. What you...
Okay, I can't talk to her anymore. Alright. I guess to Dantooine. The first planet we went to. Bring the handmaiden on her.
Yes?
Is it this way? No, it's the other way. I'm just not sure what game we're playing after this. If I want to do the Assassin's Creed series, or if I want to do something else. Wait, how is it that it's fixed? Telling me one Jedi did that. Time to confront the only Jedi I let go. I feel like what they should have done is they should put it in a way where you can convince the Jedi to join you. And so you don't have to kill them. So then you can kind of like choose dark side options and still have the Jedi Council at the end. Even though at the end, if you have all the Jedi Council, they try to cut you off from the Force. They just attack you. So.
It has been some time.
What are you doing, Freya?
The years have not been kind to us both, it seems.
It has been some time since I walked on Dantooine, and I can still hear the dead. I hear them, just as I know you have slain Rook and Kavar, and I know you have left me for last.
If this is all that's left of Jedi, then this shall be a short battle indeed.
And so here lies all that remain of the Jedi. It is a powerful thing you have achieved here. You have brought death again to Dantooine.
They have died cowards' death as they deserve.
Your actions have crippled the Order, perhaps destroyed them.
And I have wiped them out?
No. Perhaps. It is difficult to say. For every Jedi slain, for every Sith slain, another rises. But the Order is wounded, yes.
I have had my revenge then. I have seen them broken at last.
Oh, yes. Your hate has destroyed them. You should be proud of the blood you have spilled, the lives you have ended. But before enjoying this victory, there is something we must discuss first. I have done what I can to keep you from the Jedi and the Sith, but a critical moment approaches, and what you have done is not enough. Master Vrook, despite his faults, was right to come here. I had thought he might have recognized Dantooine for what it was, what had been done there. You are tied to places such as these, you know.
Vrook said Dantooine was a dead world, that all deaths there were screams felt in the Force.
Yes, but Master Vrook was unwilling to see what other masters may have seen. That the echo of Dantooine he felt was inside you as well. They admitted it as much in the council chamber after your trial, though they did not understand what it meant at first. They assumed it was a threat that they felt. From one perspective, they were correct. As much as you can form connections to others, such connections exist on a galactic scale as well. It is possible to hurt or sever those connections, to create places in the Force where it is difficult to center oneself, but that is the crudest form of manipulation. It is possible to affect those connections in other ways, by the slightest action. A seemingly minor choice, a small cruelty. The stronger your connection to life, to the Force, the stronger these echoes can be made, and the stronger they are felt. When heard, Force sensitives instinctively seek out the source, are drawn to it to try and form a connection. And when the connection is formed, both becomes stronger, and the influence between them grows.
Is that what has been happening with my companions?
Your companions, many are touched by the Force on some level, and in many ways they serve out of compulsion and because your connection influences them strongly. It was much like it was for you in the Mandalorian Wars, with many Jedi under your command. But this connection has other consequences. When the Source is wounded, the one on which others draw strength, then they are wounded as well. What one feels, the other feels. And when others die, the scream travels back to the Source.
Traveling back to me.
If they occur at the same time, or at the right time, these screams will build upon each other until it is the only sound you can hear. And the deaths of many will cause the screams to build until their pain becomes yours, and you die as well. And that is why during the Mandalorian Wars, you lost your connection to the Force. It was that final battle, the deaths of so many Jedi, that caused you to lose your connection. It caused the wound that you feel now. It caused pain in the Force, an emptiness, a wound that has yet to heal. But it does not end there. If it did, then perhaps the threat that we face would be more manageable. This pain I describe, the echo of these acts, is true of planets as well. Tremendous loss of life on a planetary scale can also cast echoes, create a scream, a wound in the Force that can travel across the galaxy. It can be felt by Force sensitives, and it can influence them whether they realize it or not. If enough of these echoes are allowed to build in the Force uncontrolled, the consequences could be disastrous. The connections of all life would be affected.
Brooke said that such dead worlds leave wounds, screams in the Force.
Yes, in that he was correct. But like Vrook himself, that is incomplete in itself, and it only achieves meaning when part of a larger whole. As I have said, screams and their echoes can overlap, build in strength, and if timed correctly they will build on each other. The scream will grow, and anything that can hear this scream shall be deafened or killed.
How could anyone create, let alone control such a thing?
With difficulty, and controlling it, well, I do not believe such a thing is possible once it has begun. But in order for this to work, all of them must be timed correctly, must be carefully orchestrated and controlled, from the greatest to the smallest of echoes, even the ones that come from a lone exile echoing across the galaxy. And when that exile forms connections to others as you do, the danger becomes apparent. The echo continues to grow, to travel.
Kavar said I formed bonds easily, connections to all life.
Yes, he is correct. You form such bonds easily. The why of it is not important now. All that is important is that you understand that your actions affect others strongly. Anyone can do such things, since life is connected by the Force. Sometimes the connections are faint, but in your case, they are very strong. You instinctively know how to manipulate such connections, to influence others. You have seen it mirrored in those who travel with you. You give others strength to act, but it is also possible to draw upon the strength of others to increase your own. It is similar to drawing upon the Force as Jedi do, but when it is touched by the power of the dark side, it is something else, something deadly. These Sith we face, they have learned how to do this. It is a technique that has been lost for some time, not seen in the days since the ancient Sith. They can use it to consume other Force sensitives, and at the highest pinnacle of power, use it to consume anything that lives. The blind seer. Her master has harnessed this technique, and he is rapidly approaching the height of its power. I fear he may even rival some of the ancient Sith. He is already more of a force than a living thing, a hole in the Force that threatens to draw everything into it. And the teaching must die with him, or else all life will be placed in jeopardy. The destruction of the Order, the Masters. It was not an end in itself. I did not expect them to still live. Their presence was knowledge I did not possess. But now this has been corrected, and now the sides of this conflict are as I had thought them to be. There are no more unknowns. But this moment is all that really matters. It was never my wish that you find the Masters, only find yourself, although I did not expect them to still live. I had hoped you would learn something from the Jedi Masters as they fell before you, not just of battle, but of yourself and the Force.
Why? What was I supposed to learn?
I must know if killing them, if revenge brought you any measure of satisfaction, if seeing them dead has settled the disquiet within you.
Why do you wish to know?
Because it matters to me, in a way that never mattered to the Jedi, to the Council when they cast you out. You must understand, I did not wish the Jedi dead. Defeated, perhaps. I merely wished them to see that they and their teachings were wrong, that one could not truly understand the Force simply by adhering to the Jedi Code. All I have ever trained have been failures to them. Students who went to fight the Mandalorians, who fell to the dark side, who abandoned their training. To see one that had the strength to best them, that is a moment I will not forget. Yet it has not been as satisfying as I had hoped. To best one in battle is one thing. To defeat them without striking a blow, that was my hope. Regardless, it had to be done. To have such powerful Jedi still live, still be felt in the Force, even on such worlds as they had chosen, was a threat that had to be ended.
What do you mean?
Let us return to my question. If by killing these Jedi, if you achieved any measure of peace...
No, 4H still lives. Yeah, it has been satisfying, yes, but not all the Council who sentenced me are dead.
It was as I thought. You have failed me, completely and utterly. I have taught you to hear the Force again, shown you the contrast, and yet still you do not understand. This is what you have wrought. Countless murderers, slayers, assassins, born of war that has, as always, taught the wrong lesson. You showed them life without the Force, and instead of showing them truth, power, all you showed them was how the galaxy may die. You are responsible for all of this. Even now, events spiral towards destruction, and there is nothing that can be done because you refuse